Welcome to the FSF PopCast live show. Hello, kids and cadets. Welcome to the FSF PopCast live show. You know, it's been a while since we've done one of these regular old live things where we just get on and we talk. And so if this seems foreign to you, that's okay, because it seems foreign to us as well. So we're going to stumble through this together tonight, but we've got a lot of really cool stuff coming up in the show. As mentioned, you did not read this wrong. We are, in fact, doing a Superb Owl review, mostly because although I like the sports ball, I don't think Kathleen and Ben are the biggest sports ball fan, and I think everybody on here just really hoped that everybody last night had a good time and had fun.
Do you know what I am a big fan of?
Oh, no.
Taylor Swift's boyfriend?
No. Giant platters of chips and dip.
Well, there's that too.
I
was going to say,
honestly,
Taylor Swift's
the best
boyfriend
part is just the food.
I know, right? Although
I mean, we had a blast.
I should have sent you a picture of the cake that I made last night so that you could have just put it up on the live for everybody to see as well.
Didn't it say "Go Taylor's boyfriend" or something like
that?
That?
The cake that said "Go Taylor's boyfriend."
That's always a good start.
John.
Although technically it was frosted brownie, but still.
Yeah.
That was just
But yeah, so it was fun to watch last night. I didn't have a vested interest in any of the teams that were playing because I'm a Detroit Lions fan, and the Lions were excommunicated from the playoffs. So
yeah, and that was the only that was the actual reason that I was rooting for the Chiefs, is because the 49ers had beaten the Lions out. That was it.
Ah, gotcha.
I just like joking about.
I don't know anything.
Right.
Sports.
I like to pretend I'm blonde, so people don't expect much from me.
But what we were excited about last night were the commercials. There was a couple of decent commercials, not ones I got really excited about. But the movie trailers were the best commercials because there were a lot of movie trailers last night. So we're going to get into those in just a couple minutes, and we're going to talk about a couple of them. A couple of them made me giggle, like fanboy giggle, like I can't wait to watch this. But yeah,
I'm
so
okay.
Anyway, I'm okay.
Oh my gosh! No, I am so okay. So yes, wonderful internet people, Superb Owl, and the sports ball, and then my brother and sister-in-law we were at my mom's. So my brother and sister-in-law were over with their 10-year-old and their 3-year-old. So the 10-year-old, the 5-year-old, and the 3-year-old were up until 11:30 last night.
Terrible plan, but go on.
Watching to the end of the game, while also tripping balls on the amount of sugar that they had, and the carbs and the sugar and the sugar and the carbs. And then when the kid finally crashed at 11:45, she then had a dentist appointment 3 hours away from our house today. We got home at 4:30 today.
Oh no.
I mean, the dentist appointment was just a consult, so the next one will actually be the one where they do the treatment-y stuff. But it was the high stress of taking child to new appointment on limited amount of sleep to then drive 3 hours home to then
residual of sugar left over in the body.
I mean, did they at least sleep in the car?
No.
Oh.
No.
If they slept in the car, it would have been a little bit better.
She fell asleep for 5 minutes before we stopped for lunch and has been awake and cranky since then. So she's out in the living room with her dad and her grandma, just like straight up domestic terrorist out there. Like, John did she's probably going to be asleep before you're done. I'm like, that's fine.
That's okay. That's all right. Hey, so let's go ahead and get started into things. We got a couple things we wanted to get with you guys on. And hey, no time like the present. We've got an awesome announcement. Now, you may have already seen this shared on our Facebook page. You may have seen this shared in the Funny Science Fiction Facebook group. You may have seen us individually sharing this announcement out, but we are so excited and proud to announce that we are helping the Trek Against Pancreatic Cancer team with a 2-hour live special on March 4th.
We would all come back.
Join the fight against pancreatic cancer March 4th at 7 p.m. for a 2-hour live event right here on the FSF PopCast. So, yeah, that's happening. So we're going to have Kitty Swink, who's a 20-year pancreatic cancer survivor, and her husband, Armin Shimmerman. You may know him as Quark from DS9.
Or Principal Snake.
also Principal Snyder. There's John Billingsley, Dr. Phlox. We have Juan Carlos Cota, whose brother was on DS9, a producer of DS9, and passed away from pancreatic cancer. He's also a producer of like some of the 911 shows and a few other things. But Juan Carlos Cota is going to be involved in that. And of course, Kathleen's man crush, Jonathan Frakes.
I'm going to be okay.
So yeah,
John's
so we are
watching in the
very
other room, just a little more. Oh boy.
So yeah, we are very excited about that. That is going to be a really big thing. This event, when it's going to be 2 hours, we're not only going to talk about the importance of fighting against pancreatic cancer, but we're also going to talk about and give you guys, our audience, an opportunity to ask these people Star Trek questions. I mean, so it's a really cool opportunity. And we'll have we have an auction, or not an auction, but a donation page going where you guys can donate. And we're hoping that on March 4th, you guys will open your pocketbooks and donate to the Pancreatic Cancer Action Network. Help them to fight this disease, which only has a 13% chance of survival if you get pancreatic cancer. 13%. So out of 100 people, only 13 get to live because of this cancer. It's incredibly devastating. So yeah,
the actual 20th anniversary of Kitty's surgery as well.
Yeah, we're right on it. It's either right before or right after. It's right around that time. So we are celebrating her 20th anniversary by doing this. So it's really kind of a cool event, and we are so proud and honored, really, that they chose our little show of nerdery to come on and talk with us about this and let us participate and help. So very, very, very excited and very grateful.
And girl over Jonathan Frakes for 2 hours.
That's okay. I'm a fanboy for all of them.
That's your bonus.
That's the bonus. Yeah, that's the bonus. All right, one more thing before we get into the awesomeness that it was the trailers and things last night. We also have been doing a giveaway now. One of our show partners, Monkey Cult Coffee, has given us 6 bags of coffee to give away. And there's going to be a first place winner, a second place winner, and a third place winner. This is what first place winner gets. They get 1 bag of Golden Honey Agave, 1 bag of Bourbon Chocolate Chip, 1 bag of Toasted Coconut Rum, a Mission Impossible Blu-ray with a digital code, and a Star Wars Funko Pop of Qui-Gon Jinn, which was an Amazon exclusive. So we'll be giving those away to the first place. Second place gets 2 bags of coffee. Third place gets 1 bag of coffee. And if you're nice, second and third place, we might even give you a Blu-ray too. We got a couple extra. We can make this happen. Anyway,
Kathleen, none of them.
And Kathleen gets none of them. Nobody on our show can win these things. These are purely for our fans, our listeners, our viewers.
That doesn't mean that our spouses, significant others.
I was just gonna say. I mean, Mimi's a big fan. You never know. Might just win a couple bags of coffee.
Right?
No,
the person you have chained up in your basement want coffee.
No, John won't be winning. Shayna won't be winning. Mimi won't be winning.
Well,
Honora won't be winning. Nolan won't be winning. Kendall
My mom might win.
What about
Josie? Won't be winning.
Look at.
But she's a bean.
Coffee. Look at her.
The bean does not need coffee.
She does not. She is already enough of a goblin. She does not need caffeine.
No, that'd be horrible. But anyway, as you see it scrolling along the bottom there, sign up at www.fsfpopcast.com/contact, and you'll have opportunity to have your name not only entered for this drawing, but future drawings as well. So people who signed up before are automatically entered into this drawing. So yeah, so it's kind of a cool thing. So you're not only going to be getting cool stuff now, but you have the possibility of getting cool stuff later. So our drawing will be held next week, Monday, same time, same place, same channel, right here during our amazingly electrifying live show, because that's how I wrote it up in the notice, that it's an electrifying live show. So just join our mailing list at fsfpopcast.com/contact, excuse me. And so not only by signing up will you get stuff from us, but you'll have an opportunity for future promotions and valuable information from Monkey Cult Coffee as well. So yeah, make sure you do that. Follow what it says right there at the bottom of the screen. Sign up for some coffee. It is genuinely amazing coffee. I love Monkey Cult. I wouldn't just say that. I do drink it most every day.
It's our weekend
times a
coffee.
day. Yeah, it's so good. And they have a new flavor coming out called the cigar blend, which I am just. It's cognac and amaretto flavored. I cannot wait to get my hands on that. A dark roast. I cannot wait to get my hands on that. So yeah, as soon as that becomes available, we'll share that information with you on how you can get the cigar blend. And yes, John, I see your comments over there, but I am full on ignoring them in the chat. He keeps making comments about Tom Cruise. So
we got to get him on the show.
No,
we have to. At some point, we've had some ridiculous people on the show. It can happen. It can happen.
The amount of cursing that I would do because
family friendly.
And therein lies the problem. See, I would have to break my own show rules. And so therefore I cannot allow this to happen. But anyway, yeah, go to FSFPopcast.com/contact, win some stuff, sign up for some loot, get cool things. All right.
John, how much of that beer have you had already? Good grief.
Ben makes a lot of sense. That's the only one I'm showing. But Ben also
we have Tom Cruise on the show, and you're there. You're just muted the whole time. You're just sitting there angrily screaming into dead silence.
I'm going to show you. Hold on. I'm going to mute my own microphone. This is what you
see. That's still funny.
And then, then you're going to unmute my microphone, and then I'm going to. My one question from me would be, who do you think you are?
Why are you? He's your Toby.
No,
it'd be my Toby question. He's my Toby.
You get one question to Tom Cruise, and your question is, who do you think you are, and not, how are you immortal? The dude looks the same from when he did the original Top Gun. You don't want to ask him where he's keeping the elixir of youth?
No, I don't want to know what Zeno. I don't want to know where Zeno has that hiding for him.
It's a painting of himself in his attic.
Exactly.
It's a painting in the attic. It's a I don't know, a basement full of sacrifices that he drinks the blood of every day.
All right. Hey, let's.
I can't keep going with the conversation on the air.
No, let's move away from the Cruisily Tom conversation.
Wait,
my blood pressure's going up.
Oh boy!
Yes.
Before we get into the trailers, can we show our selections for the superb owl?
I didn't send an actual picture in, but
you can just hold it up to the camera.
You get nothing. Hang on.
Just hold it. So I picked the Great Horned Owl because Great Horned Owl has those awesome eyebrows, and he just looks forever pissed.
Speaking of awesome eyebrows, this is the Eastern Screech Owl, and that is my selection because this one looks so confused and will just scream.
All right. Kathleen, do you have one to enter into the...
I do. It's just Owl.
It's just... okay, so Owl probably does win that one.
If the screen is... There we go. Now it's not so bright.
There we go. Owl from the 100 Acre Woods probably wins
because he doesn't have any other name. He's just Owl, which means he is the superb. He is the one and only Owl.
He is the one and only. All right.
Not just because I'm pretty sure Owl has dementia.
All right, guys. Here's our first trailer, and this one may have broken the internet.
Happy birthday to you.
All right, okay. It's been a challenging few years, for sure. But I'm happy. That is because of each and every one of you. I'm the luckiest man alive.
Make a wish, buddy.
Wade Wilson?
Who's asking? Whoa, 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 whoa. Is that supposed to be scary? Pegging isn't new for me, friendo, but it is for Disney.
Mr. Wilson, you appear to have soiled yourself while unconscious.
I wasn't unconscious. Who are you? Why am I here?
Walk with me. Wade, you are special. This is your chance.
To be a hero among heroes. I smell what you're stepping in, Sensei. Your little cinematic universe is about to change forever. I'm the Messiah. I am Marvel Jesus. Oh my fuck! God, I love this part. Wait! Don't just stand there, you ape. Give me a hand up. Nope, I'm actually okay. Thank you very much.
Yay.
I'm excited.
I'm so excited.
So there's a couple things about that trailer that really got my attention.
The butt slaps?
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, the what?
The butt slaps? As they're putting his
in
suit on
the
him?
suit up scene where everyone just like slaps
And
right
then
in the
grab
ass.
it? Oh man. I want to be one of those hands. I mean, nothing.
Are you sure you don't want the one right after that where it's going on the other end?
No, that was not what I was paying attention to.
Why not?
So I am very much looking forward.
attention?
I am looking forward to all the fourth wall breaks where he's
Oh, yeah.
making fun of Disney.
Mhm.
Like,
Oh, 100%.
That first one, that little teaser snippet right then and there, I was like, oh, this is going to be good. Yeah. Okay.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm looking forward to that. I had to pause it and replay it a couple different times because I would have bet a good amount of money that Doctor Doom was in that trailer. There's a part where like this arm comes swinging out and there was a guy standing on top of it. I had to pause it and slow play it a couple different times to make sure that wasn't Doctor Doom, because on a cursory, I don't know, just some dude on a cursory pass through, and yeah,
technically speaking, he could be in there. It's the Fox universe, which includes technically the 3 Fantastic Four films.
We really don't count the third one though, Ben.
But also,
we don't, but at the same time, you know Deadpool will.
Oh, I know, and I can't wait for him to kill it. So,
but if that's the Doctor Doom that we haven't seen yet,
yeah, I mean, there's a lot of potential with this trailer. I love the fact that I looked up the cast listing, and because they're showing the TVA, we are going to get Owen Wilson and Tom Hiddleston. Loki will be in this movie somewhere somehow.
Oh Lord!
And having Loki and Deadpool on screen at the same time just sends me into all kinds of. Could we see Jessica Alba again? Possible. But she wasn't listed on the, on the cast. But that's entirely possible, I would suppose. Because I think you're gonna see some of the old actors. Obviously, Pyro from the original X-Men movie, X2 and 3, I think.
He was in 2 and Last Stand, yeah.
Yeah, so we'll see Pyro again. So that's kind of cool. I hope we're getting to see the Iceman again, the guy who played Iceman. That'd be kind of cool.
I think we're also going to get multiple iterations of Wolverine.
That's kind of what it looked like.
Because when you were walking up behind Hugh Jackman in the white suit, that's a very specific era of Wolverine where he had an eye patch. And then you also have the yellow and blue suit that we all know we're going to get because we've seen the spoilers.
Right.
So there's a lot going on there.
Yeah. Also, the poster that they've started showing with the friendship necklace.
Yes.
Oh my gosh!
They have to sell that. And they have to make that actual merch. There's no way they're not going to sell that.
If you go to Hugh Jackman's page, he has a different poster screen title for this. And it's just more fun to see. I'm not going to spoil it for anybody. Go to Hugh Jackman's Instagram page and enjoy. Have a laugh, because God knows I did. It's pretty funny. It's pretty entertaining. Absolutely. So that's Deadpool 3 or Wolverine Deadpool.
Sorry.
Now,
hadn't looked
have
at it
you
yet.
noticed? This is something it took me on like the second or third rewatch of the trailer to see. They pull off the wig. Wade screwed that into his head. There are screws.
Was that screws? I thought those were hair plugs.
No, those are like
Gross.
drywall screws.
Well, I mean,
His wig didn't-
Keep the wig in place.
he did staple, Hugh Jackman's face to his face under his mask in Deadpool 1. It wouldn't be the first time he's done something to his head and his face.
The line about you appear to have soiled yourself while you were unconscious. I wasn't unconscious.
I wasn't unconscious. Who are you?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Now the question is, was he actually not unconscious and just did it anyway for the bit? Or is he just trying to save face? It could
Deadpool
honestly be
really
either
hard.
of them.
It could be either. It really could. But yeah, so as much hype as this movie has had coming, this is going to be the summer blockbuster of summer blockbusters.
It's going to be fantastic.
There's other movies that are coming out that are going to be good, but I don't think anything is going to touch this on a dollar for dollar wise scale, because nobody's going to be nothing can keep up with this. You have Hugh Jackman and Ryan goodness gracious
Reynolds.
Thank you. My brain just went completely blank on the same screen at the same time, and you know that they're friends, and we've been wanting those two on the screen at the same. Yeah.
It's also all of the people that loved what they did. Wait, hang on.
There's a need for a story
That's
here, John.
interesting.
My husband.
All the people that loved
John,
playing their characters.
Show code.
All the people that loved playing their old characters that just ended up not working out. Like, I don't actually remember the name of the actor, but the one who played Pyro, he loved it.
Mm-hmm.
And then they kind of stopped using him. And now he's back again. And there's going to be more of that. The people that loved the characters they played in bad movies and want to do more, and they're all going to be there. And I'm so excited to sit there and go, oh, look, it's that guy. Oh, it's that person.
The spoiler that we had already seen of the 20th Century Fox logo being knocked over is going to be amazing. But then if you think back to the post-credits scene of Deadpool 2, when he talks to Wolverine, when it's doing he's talking about sometime you're going to hang up your claws and it's going to make a bunch of people sad. Your good buddy Wade's going to ask you to jump in again. He tells Wolverine in that moment that he's just cleaning up the timeline.
Yeah.
Which, in that circumstance, when we watched it then, it was he's cleaning up the timeline because of what he did with Cable, when he went back to save Vanessa. No, I think that was Deadpool
start of all
this timeline, and they've just been teasing us about it for the last 5.5 years.
Well, and now that we have the Loki shows with the TVA, now the cleaning up the timeline has so much more weight and bearing to it, and becomes such a much.
I am not going to be surprised if that scene from the post-credits clip is somehow in Deadpool 3.
Hi, Josie. Welcome to the stream.
Hi, baby. Also, I have never said it, but I love her big, thick eyebrows. She's got eyebrows, and they're adorable, and they crack me up.
Okay,
I
don't want to overlook this thing, but I do love John's comment here. Guess who's back again? Pyro's back. Burn a friend.
Yeah.
She's doing her own thing. What I think happened, because the Deadpool 2 happened way before Disney bought Fox.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So I think they're more just using that as a reason for Wade to work with the TVA. You cleaned up your specific timeline.
Yeah,
so
it's
you
just
have
a tie-in now.
See,
they're using that as a tie-in.
The way that it's supposed to be, but because I don't trust Disney, and I know that they've been trying to buy Fox for a long time, I feel like they wrote it that way so they could do it this way now.
I mean, that's a potential.
You never know.
But I also I almost want to place bets right now on whether or not Deadpool killing Deadpool in front of Wolverine is in this movie. If we get the post-credits shot from Deadpool 2 in Deadpool 3.
All I can say is that you can't kill that version of Deadpool enough.
No.
Yes. But you also have the Logan after credit scene where Wade shows up with the healing thing and just revives Wolverine.
Yeah.
There's a lot going on there. Deadpool just messes with everything. I
Also,
do
we remember
really
that Deadpool
like.
is the only one who knows that Stan Lee was real.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, guys.
On a not sad note though, I am so happy they're making bright costumes again. Like Deadpool's new suit with the bright red instead of like that almost maroon color. I miss that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Comic books are
accurate.
rainbows across the board. Everyone's in bright, just primary colors. And now, like, especially with the MCU, like if you take the first Avengers movie where everyone's in vibrant colors, and then compare it to the latest Avengers movie where everyone's all in muted tones, I want bright, vibrant colors to come back. Give me the superhero spandex.
They're also easier to see when they decide that they need to film things in the dark.
Exactly. So having
John
bright
says-
red Wade Wilson is going to be great.
John says people working in a place sometimes will know that a business is up for sale and not be able to say anything, but writers are clever.
Mm-hmm.
There's
That is
potential
also
for that. Absolutely. All right, next trailer. Here it is.
The best way to bring folks together
Something has changed within.
is to give them a real good enemy.
You're green. I am. Something is not the same. Something just takes over me. And when it does, bad things happen. Once you learn to harness your emotions, the sky's the limit.
Bring her to me.
Don't be afraid. I'm not afraid. It's the wizard who should be afraid of me.
I have
No,
feeling.
John. No.
We need a musical episode of the podcast.
No. No, we don't.
Yes.
I have feelings other than that one.
I mean, I'm all for anything usually with Jeff forking Goldblum. Because Jeff Goldblum and
But Jeff Goldblum as the wizard is going to be amazing.
Oh, absolutely.
Knowing what I
I'm
know
very
of the
excited.
story that I know that Tim doesn't know, it just makes me even happier.
there's a lot that Tim doesn't know about that show.
Okay. So,
Like anything but the title. And then
Okay.
it's a playoff Wizard of Oz. That's all I got.
so that's the Wicked Witch of the
It's-
West, the green one, obviously.
Yeah.
Ariana Grande's
It's-
character is Glinda, the Witch of the North.
That's who I
So-
thought that was. I thought that was
Glinda travels in a boat.
Yeah, she's the one who goes up to Dorothy and is like, "I'm the Good Witch," which
Right.
just immediately showing up and saying, "I'm the Good Witch" is incredibly suspicious.
Ben, do you know the story? Do you know the story of Wicked?
I know some of it. Unfortunately, I've not actually seen the play. I had one chance to go see it, and my mother took my ticket and gave it to someone else.
Here. Okay. So I would tell you
I
to
know the
read
plot.
the book. The book is even weirder.
Yeah.
Like there's some weird stuff in the book. So the concept is that they're at a boarding school together. They end up getting stuck as roommates. So Glinda and Elphaba, although it's Galinda at this point, and Elphaba. And it is
An
very much Elphaba.
Alphabet. Gotcha. Okay.
Elphaba.
The green one.
The green one, whose father is the mayor of Munchkin Land. Anyway. Oh yeah, no, it's weird. It's super weird.
I mean,
But-
so is just the Wizard of Oz.
That's true. So Galinda and Elphaba end up being forced into being roommates. So they have to live together at this boarding school. Absolutely hating each other. Galinda hating Elphaba because she's weird and she's green. Yeah. Elphaba hating Galinda because Galinda
applies?
is a horrible ditzy blonde who gets everything that she wants because she's popular. And it's the development of their friendship and then their subsequent betrayal and dissolving of their friendship, but also their friendship doesn't technically dissolve. I don't know. I'm intrigued. I've seen the stage production. I love the stage production. I love the music for it. I have some questions about casting choices.
Mm-hmm.
Not that I don't know.
They've gotten a bunch of people that can sing and can sing really well. So
was that Jennifer Hudson?
No.
As who's the green one? I thought that was Jennifer.
I don't remember their name.
She played the blue fairy in the new Pinocchio.
Hang on. To the internet.
All right. Well, you guys are looking that up. So you guys heard me say hi to Wise just a moment ago. Go check them out on Stuck on My Mind podcast.
Cynthia Ivero.
Say what now?
Cynthia Ivero.
Okay, so not Jennifer Hudson. I thought that was Jay Hood. Not Jay Hood. All right. That's the thing.
My main issue with it is the fact that they're supposed to be at school together.
Mm-hmm.
Ariana Grande is 30. Cynthia Ivero is 37. They did not make them look like they're the same age. Having 30-year-olds pretend to be late teens is weird enough.
Insert Steve Buscemi meme.
Right?
Just, hello, fellow kids.
Exactly. I mean, I'm excited about the prospect. I'm excited about the fact that they're bringing musicals to be more available for everybody. But also, I really hope that they don't tonsil cam it like they did Les Mis.
Yeah.
Explanation, please.
No.
The Les Mis.
I'll have to watch it.
Les Mis movie with Anne Hathaway and Hugh Jackman, and Russell. The cameras when they're singing are here, and you can check whether or not people have tonsils.
Mm-hmm.
See the spit on the sides of their face as they're singing.
Yeah, I don't think I'd like that.
Like, it's an unnecessary and uncomfortable close-up when you can see the inside of their mouth, like, gyrating as they're singing.
Oh, yeah, no, it's bad.
Good. No, I'm good.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear him singing in the first place, so being that close to him also would be very uncomfortable for me. So.
I mean, the fact that they did cast people who can actually sing, I do appreciate.
Yeah.
Because that was the mistake that they made with Cats, was that they didn't.
Yeah, they picked a bunch of popular people for a musical and did not consider, can they sing? And then
they had Taylor Swift. They didn't have her boyfriend, but they had Taylor Swift.
And she was the best darn thing about that movie.
On that note, we're going to move to the next trailer.
Okay.
Hi.
Well, looky.
She is the perfect fit, I promise.
Did she even see you?
She was about to.
What are you doing? Don't do this. Blue. No.
Hi. Oh, God. This is just so exciting.
What is happening?
Well, that's a perfectly understandable question given
I'm an if. Get it? Imaginary friend? Our kids grew up, so we need new ones. You could save all of us.
All of who? And don't say ifs.
Let him say it, or I think his head may actually explode.
Fine.
Ifs. Thank you.
You ready for this? There's no telling who's behind that door today.
We have to help them.
Yes, we do.
not gonna ask you again. Put some pants on. You're freaking everyone out.
Starting to see why I live alone.
Chief! What kind of a kid creates an invisible if? Don't look him in the eye.
Which one?
You know damn well which one.
Thanks for doing this. It really means a whole lot.
Was the marshmallow Rob Paulson?
I don't know.
I don't know.
But the big purple guy's Steve Carell. I can tell that.
The marshmallows sounded like Carl Weezer from Jimmy
That's why I'm
Neutron.
like, is it Rob Paulson?
Thanks for doing this. Which eye? You know damn well which eye. That movie is going to be hysterical. It's going to be a very touching movie, but I think it's going to be very funny as well.
Oh, yeah. I also think, Tim, you're not going to like this given the trailer. There was no musical numbers. It looks like it's a musical.
Anyway, next trailer. No, just kidding. But
So,
yeah, I'm very excited about that movie.
also on the cast list is Christopher Maloney, Sam Rockwell, Jon Stewart, Maya Rudolph, Matt Damon,
Yeah.
Emily Blunt, Steve Carell, Louis Gossett Jr., Phoebe Waller-Bridge.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's loaded.
It's huge.
It's an absolutely stacked cast. Like, that's insane.
John he wrote, directed, produced, and is in it.
And I love, okay, so for any of you Office fans out there, if you've watched any of the trailers for this, where oh goodness, wait, what's his name?
Is it Ray Park or no?
No, Ray Park is from Star Wars.
Oh yeah, why am I? It's something Park.
Yeah, because all I can keep thinking now is Jim from, but in The Office he plays Jim to freak out Dwight, and he's like, good on you for not seeing color. And he's also in Ant-Man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't think of his name. Let's see. Unrelated to tonight's list, Tim, I'd like your opinion on Inside Out 2 after it's released. I'm trying to prepare myself. I should probably watch Inside Out, the first one. So I haven't seen that one yet.
Okay, so
I have my super advanced Randall Park? Okay. I have my super advanced search engine running things in the background. And by that, I mean my wife. Randall Park. There you go.
All right. So, yeah, Randall Park. I knew there was a park in there somewhere. I just couldn't remember.
I knew it was our park. I couldn't remember the first name, though.
But, yeah. So, yeah, there he is. Yeah, Randall Park. But, yeah, there's a bit on The Office where he shows up as Jim as a deep fake, and like they've replaced a picture of Jim and Pam on Jim's desk with Randall Park sitting in as Jim. And so in one of the pre-interview things for this movie, Randall Park sitting next to Ryan Reynolds pretending to be Jim Krasinski again. Like, you only really got that if you were an Office fan and, you know, maybe slightly addicted to the show and have watched it an awful lot like I have.
It is a funny bit. Even if you don't know, it's still kind of a funny bit.
Yeah, absolutely.
But
yes, ask your wife when in doubt. All right, moving on.
This is going to be a great movie. I'm very excited for it.
Yeah, same. All right, here's our next to last trailer, and I'm really stinking excited for this one.
Are you familiar with the concept of evolution? In their time, humans were
capable of many great things. They could fly like eagles fly. They could speak across oceans. But now it is our time. And it is my kingdom. We will learn. Apes will learn. I will learn. And I will conquer.
Legend says ape and human lived side by side. Impossible as that may seem.
Why do they hunt her?
She's smarter than most.
The elders did not tell us everything about this world.
Bend for your king.
Apes hunt humans. That is wrong.
Together, you will die.
No, together, strong.
Yeah, I'm excited for that one.
I'm not usually a huge Planet of the Apes fan, but that looks really good.
Right?
It looks good. I don't know. I'm just not a huge fan of the series.
I like the version that the series that the most recent Incantation. I didn't really like the Charlton Heston one or the Mark Wahlberg one, but I have liked these last few movies. The storyline with Caesar, and now moving on from Caesar's storyline to Proximus, who's the big ape that you saw in the preview there. So I am excited for that. I'm curious to see how the story transitions, where they take it from here. Because the storyline in the last couple I thought was pretty darn good, and unlike the Mark Wahlberg one, I thought the CGI in this series has been above par and has actually looked like monkeys, not just dudes running around in monkey suits. You know,
I might be more excited to see this one on IMAX than anything else, though.
Oh, I think you almost have to see it on IMAX. I don't think that that's a movie that you want to, I mean, if you choose to wait for it to come in and watch it at home, I think it'll still be good, but you better have it with some surround sound, because I think that's going to be...
Unless you have a ridiculous sound system, it's going to be much better in the theater.
Oh my goodness, my mom just messaged me. If only the apes sang their feelings.
No.
Planet of the Apes musical?
Planet of the Apes the musical, Tim!
Oh, God. Come on, I'm looking for a nice end it all.
We're going to make this happen, where we have a musical episode where we just tie Tim down to a chair and force him to watch musicals.
I did have a moment though watching the trailer where I'm like, wait, I know who that girl is. Who is that girl? Why do I know her? It's Ciri from The Witcher. That's why I know who it is.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the thing. I could be convinced for a musical episode, but you have to know that I'm going to crap all over the movie the entire time.
That's Tim finding the butt again.
We could totally Mystery Science Theater this thing and just
we could watch
roast whatever we're watching.
Oh gosh, no. We're not hooking the PA up to the TV. We don't need to break the windows.
You're gonna be deaf. That's not that big of a living room, John.
And it's glass right on the other side of the TV, like behind the TV. No.
That's kind of what I was getting at. You're gonna play Boom Boom Shake the Room with your neighbors too if you do that. So,
well, I mean,
there's that. That's good for them. All right, one last trailer.
They can't hear themselves fighting then.
Exactly, and neither can you. Everyone's happier. It's more gooder.
It is time to take the next step on your journey.
I'm not going to be the Dragon Warrior anymore?
You will advance to spiritual leader of the Valley of Peace.
Inner peace. Inner peace.
Keep your surf off my turf!
Dinner, please. Dinner with peas in a sesame soy glaze.
This is not working at all.
Tai Lung, big fan. Once I possess the kung fu of every master villain, no one will dare question my power.
Not even the great Dragon Warrior.
Who's that?
The most powerful shape-shifting sorceress, the Chameleon.
How do I find this, the Chameleon?
I'm gonna lead you right to her front door.
It was against an army!
Then we'll just have to get an army of our own.
What is this place?
The best crooks and criminals live here.
You're a wanted criminal?
You sound surprised. Is it surprising?
Now you kids be careful of those fireworks.
Violence makes our tummies tingle.
Why should we help you?
We can take down the Chameleon together. Being the Dragon Warrior, it's who I am. Skadoosh. What do I know about being a spiritual leader?
What is it you're holding?
A cookie?
You were chosen to become something more than you already are.
How should we do this? Quick and painless? Or slow and painful?
Slow and painful.
You finally met your match, Chameleon.
We're not so different, you and I.
Skadoosh. Stand back. I'm gonna kick my butt.
I forgot about the fart at the end.
Okay, so I'm excited for that movie. I'm really excited for that one. Kung Fu Panda 4 is going to be great.
It's the first time in 10 years that Jack Black has been the voice of Poe.
Don't say that.
Schmigadoon is amazing.
Jack Black plus Jack
Really
Gray.
been
Jack Gray.
Has it really been 10 years since Kung Fu Panda 3? Oh my god.
Well,
hang on.
And also, if we're gonna
2016?
And I don't
Why
think
has
he
it
was
been
voiced
so
in that.
long?
Oh, he was. Okay. Yeah, maybe the thing said nearly a decade. I thought I may have misread that, but it was
Yeah, it's been 8 years.
Yeah, so just under a decade.
Okay.
50 Shades of Jack Gray. No, John.
I mean, I don't.
Just
The
no.
idea of Jack Black in that role is hilarious to me.
That's
I might-
Kung Fu Panda?
I might think of that. No.
Please say you're thinking Kung Fu Panda. Please say.
No,
you're
I was thinking Jack Black in the role in 50 Shades of Grey. Just makes it funny. But then you put him in
Yeah.
a trailer, and then it becomes a sex crime.
Also, though, moving away from that so fast.
Oh, but come on. If we go a little further, we can hear John's cackling from the other room.
But Ki-Hu Kwan is also in that as a character named Han, which I just love that's the correlation that he's playing somebody named Han. So
I will watch
Mark
anything.
Back is now Han.
Okay.
I'm very excited for this movie.
Or Short Round, excuse me, Short Round, not Short Stack.
Obi.
Wow.
So yeah,
called him Short Stack.
I did call him Short Stack. I got it wrong. It was Short Round.
Yeah, he is I think it was a pangolin. The one who was saying the
Kill 'em.
quick and painless or slow and painful.
Oh my gosh, and those little kids with the violence makes our tummy. Oh my word!
the little baby
I
rabbit.
love them.
I love that.
You're gonna love it until your small one starts saying things like that, and then it's gonna get real.
Well, I mean,
scary.
And then that's when I start loving it. So it all
better
works out in the
for
end.
Current does and obvies.
Obvies, yeah. All right, I have one last thing
happening right now.
One last thing I want to play from last night, and this is the only commercial from the Superb Owl that I really, really enjoyed, and the whole thing just makes me laugh. Here it goes.
I don't think you should do this. Last year she came to my work. Now I gotta show her what I can do.
He's here.
Flat on the track.
What up, Bronx? For your consideration, here comes the Boston Massacre! The Dumb Kings! Touchdown Tommy on them keys! Player coach.
Got it.
I'm open. And needs no introduction, my partner!
Sometimes it's really hard to be your friend.
You said you were gonna support me?
Dumb Kings!
Don't go away, my heart. Why you dunking me, girl? Why you dunking me?
Dumb Kings!
My heart.
How do you like them donuts? I'm so sorry.
You had to see it, but I forgive you. Lay us on the track.
Are we gonna be on the album?
We talked about this.
Let's go. You're blinded by them pinstripes.
Wrap it up.
Here goes Babe Ruth.
Tom, you can stay.
You remember when I told you I'd do anything for you? This is anything.
Chill. They're naming a drink after us.
This is anything.
Sometimes it's really hard to be your friend.
I love Matt Damon in that commercial. He cracked me up. That just made me laugh the whole way through. The only other commercial that I almost downloaded, but I didn't, was the commercial. I think it was for Kia. Of
I have no idea.
My brain.
I didn't see it.
The only other commercial I actually paid attention to was the Reese's one.
What did you just call them?
Reese's?
Reese's.
A lot of people around here call them Reese's. It's just the way it is.
It's a Michigan
dare
thing.
you?
It's a Michigan thing.
Apparently, they're adding caramel to them now.
Yeah. Christopher Walken commercial. Where he's everything, where he goes, everybody does their best, worst Christopher Walken imitation. Like he goes into a restaurant, and you can have a seat right over there, and there's all this other stuff. It's pretty funny. And then Usher was at the end so that they could do the lead into the Super Bowl halftime. So,
do we have thoughts on the halftime show?
If you're an Usher fan, I thought it was pretty decent. I'm not a tremendously huge Usher fan, but I didn't think it was bad.
What do you think of Luda's fro, though?
That was pretty impressive.
The
only thing I thought during the whole thing is that somewhere Janet Jackson is sitting at home, pissed off, going, "Oh, he gets to take off his shirt."
Right.
Double standards.
Double standards.
So there were a few things that were said last night that I'm not going to repeat on the air right now. But one of the things that was questioned last night was the Usher's 45. How is he still dancing like that without hurting himself? If I tried to do that, I wouldn't be able to get back up.
Here's the thing, though. You didn't see him afterwards. He might have gone just past the curtain at the end of the halftime show, and it was just on his way hobbling down the stairs.
I need a medic!
Medic!
I mean, the general consensus was he has a lot of money in personal trainers.
That too.
Yeah, there's also that.
There was also jokes about the fact that he might eat vegetables that weren't dipped in French onion dip.
True.
This is also true.
That being said, I didn't see the halftime show. I've never really cared for it. The only time I will ever care for a halftime show is if they get Weird Al.
Right? Yeah.
That's also another general consensus that's going around. How that hasn't happened yet, nobody really knows.
I mean, he's literally the only major musician that has never had a scandal or an issue. No one's ever had bad blood or anything with Weird Al.
Right.
How are they not performing the halftime show?
Yeah. My only other thing about the halftime show, and then my family laughed at me about it too, was watching the marching band playing along with Usher music. And I'm like, oh, that's gotta be so much fun. Look at them dancing. That's like
those boys with the tuba were spent at the end.
Sousaphones.
Same diff, whatever.
It is technically they're the same thing. They're just for singing. Sousaphones are for marching.
So. All right, let's wrap this thing up here.
Oh,
marching
boy.
band was awesome. I will give you that.
The marching band was awesome. It just like my little nerd heart was like, oh man, I wasn't a band kid. I was a choir kid, but that would have been so much fun.
Yeah, I heard from other band kids who thought it was pretty cool. So
yeah,
to see that happen.
All right, so as Tim said, wrapping up, last Friday we aired our interview with Lisa Ryder, who we know from shows like Jason X and Andromeda. We talked to her about her work as Becca Valentine and how Andromeda could have kept going. But we also asked her questions from you guys, the listeners, and not to mention we find out how to best find a wild turkey. And not the kind that you can find in the liquor aisle, although that one's way easier.
That's the kind I found.
That one's way easier to find.
It's so much better.
I mean,
especially the American honey one. Just saying.
And doesn't hop in front of my car when I try to give it space so that it doesn't get hit and then fly
I
into
think if
my
you
car.
hit one at 50 miles an hour, it might do a similar amount of damage, especially if I threw it at your windshield.
Just saying,
we can try that.
I have made a Thanksgiving dinner with a wild turkey, and it was fantastic. So I think that wild turkey is definitely better to get.
Although what the actual wild turkey did to my van versus what wild turkey the alcohol does to me, they look about the same.
Similar damage threshold.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so you can still find that episode of the FSF PopCast on our YouTube channel and your favorite audio podcast providers, such as Good Pods.
Good Pods!
Good Pods!
And you might want to stay tuned. Oh, God, I totally misread this. You might want to stay tuned. Remember that we have our huge Star Trek event coming in a few weeks, including, and I'm going to say his name right this time, John Billingsley.
Oh.
I said that completely wrong last time. I might butcher everyone else's name, though.
I think you called him
Juan Carlos Cotto, Kitty Swink, Armin Shibberin. I can't read right now. And, of course, Jonathan Frakes. Be sure to click that subscribe button so you won't miss it. Check it out.
It's a
very important cause.
I have
and it's gonna be a great show.
I have a feeling that audio clip of me squeaking Jonathan Frakes is somehow going to come back to bite me in the butt later.
Look, if my Zerberts come back to bite me, you best bet your bottom dollar. John, that better happen. That's all I got to say. Make that a thing.
Go to do the intro to the Pan Can special night, and it's just Kathleen.
Every time you go to ask him a question,
Just
we're going to play
peek
that.
the mic as much as you can.
Seriously, that's going to be a thing. Because if John doesn't do it, I will make it a sound clip. I will figure it out how to do it myself.
You gotta like bass boost it, so you turn it all the way up to 100, bass up to 100, peaks the audio and everything. It just comes out as this garbled just mess. That's their introduction.
Right?
Oh,
it
boy.
just hurts my voice just thinking about it. All right, guys. So we talked about last Friday's interview. We talked about this. Reminder, don't forget to sign up. You see the thing scrolling down below. Sign up, win some stuff. FSFpopcast.com/contact and have a chance at winning some Monkey Cult coffee. You guys aren't going to regret that at all. It's amazing coffee. And John says, thank you for adding the additional sound samples, Kathleen.
You're welcome. I try to be helpful once in a while.
You did. You were. All right. So this Friday, we have an interview. The second time he has come to visit us. Wingert Part 2. Mick Wingert, the voice actor, is stopping by. He's, of course, Heimerdinger on Arcane. He is, as has been for the last 8 years, Poe on Kung Fu Panda as a voice match for Jack Black. We talk about that. We talk about his time
Joker
on
in Batwheels.
Joker in Batwheels. We talk about him being Tony Stark in Marvel's What If. And one of the episode of What If that was really important to him that he was so glad to have added to season 2 of What If. It's really, really cool. And And Kathleen, you have the same microphone as me.
I do. Oh my goodness,
There
I'm
you
so
go.
fancy.
Yeah, there's so many cool things that Mick is involved with, and you just kind of honestly, there was so much he couldn't talk about with things that are coming up that, there's these NDAs and he'll get sued, we'll get sued, everybody gets sued. So we didn't really press the buttons on that one.
And you get a lawsuit.
Pretty much. It's the Oprah Winfrey of lawsuits. That's right.
Not something you want to find under your chair.
No, that's the bad
What's
one.
this? A subpoena?
Exactly. But yeah, so just Google Mick Wingert every now and then in the next little bit, because there's some really cool stuff coming up that you guys aren't going to want to miss. But you don't have to wait till Friday. Sean is working on the edit of that currently so that we can try and get that up for you guys tomorrow on our Patreon channel. So you have early access to audio, video, and we'll have some behind the scenes footage for you this week. And once Kathleen is finished with her hot flash over there, everything will return to normal. But yeah, so check it out. We're very excited to have Mick come back. We've got some really cool interviews coming up for you guys in the next few weeks. Like, they're so cool, like you don't even know. I don't even know. So
sorry,
we don't even know because most of it's under an NDA.
Well, yeah, there's that
lawsuit thing. That's not what you want to find under your chair.
Oh, what's this? Subpoena.
I'm
that was a good
so
one.
dang tired, though. Oh my gosh.
That's the only way I'm funny is when you're exhausted.
Lucky for you, I'm chronically exhausted.
Have you seen my shirt?
I saw your shirt. It's adorable.
Mimi got this for me. It's a Snorlax. Hang on. Let me see if I can flip my camera around.
Hang on, always tired. I love it.
There we go. Now everyone else can read it at home. Always tired.
I love it so much.
That's fantastic. All right.
Chronically exhausted pigeon. So oh goodness.
Mm-hmm. That's what the coffee's for.
It is. I'm sorry, Tim. Did you lose control of your show again?
No. Actually, I'm enjoying it. I enjoy the madness.
Can I before we
assume you ever had control?
Can I? I have to show you a cool thing that I got this weekend.
You good with this?
So as a quick callback, when we interviewed this lovely gentleman right here, we're gonna talk about him instead. Put Tom Cruise away.
Unless he's coming on the show, in which case.
No, he's not.
So anyway, when we interviewed Cal Dodd, and it's on my picture, he wrote the lyrics to "I'll Take You Home Again, Kathleen" on it after he sang part of it to me.
He also sang it to us. He sang it to you.
My aunt found 1934 copyright ukulele sheet music for it and gave it to me as a present. So now I am going to frame it with my Cal Dodd, and it'll go.
That's awesome. That's a really good idea. Actually, put them side by side.
I'm so excited. It made me so happy.
That's cool. I like it.
I might replace my marriage license above my bed with it.
You hear that, John? Yep. You're now second best.
I hear John. Yep.
That was creepy.
The off camera. Yep.
Pressed up against the door.
Yes, stalker.
He's waiting for the show to finish. Well, let's finish the show.
Oh gosh.
Goodbye.
Bye, everybody.
Copyright 2024 FSF PopCast. Reference any specific product or entity mentioned on this podcast does not constitute an endorsement or recommendation by FSF PopCast. The views expressed by guests are their own, and their appearance on the program does not imply an endorsement of them or any entity they represent. If you have any questions about this disclaimer, please contact us via email at info@fsfpopcast.com.